I need to remind you of something today. You see, when your appointed time finally arrives, God will not need permission from any person in order to elevate you. No committee will be able to prevent God from elevating you. No rejection will be powerful enough to overturn it. And no human opinion will have the authority to cancel what God has already established concerning your life. When the Almighty declares that your season has come, no voice on earth can successfully oppose His decision. This is the reason why the book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 7 tells us that what God opens, no one can shut, and what He shuts, no one can open. The scripture reminds us that God's authority is final. If God decides to create an opportunity for you, no enemy can close it. If God chooses to make a way for you, no obstacle can eventually stand in that path. God's decisions are not subject to human approval, and God's plan cannot, be overturned by human resistance. At the same time, you see, if a certain door refuses to open despite all of your effort, you need not to, force your life trying to force your way through. Many times, what appears to be rejection is actually divine protection. God often sees dangers that we cannot actually see, and God understands consequences that we cannot yet understand. There are doors that looks attractive today, but would have, distracted you from your purpose, damaged your peace, or delay the fulfillment of your destiny. What feels like a disappointment now may eventually become one of the greatest reasons you will thank God in the future. Perhaps you've been waiting for a long time and you are beginning to wonder whether God has forgotten about you. Maybe you've prayed the same prayer for months or even years and nothing seems to be changing. If that describes your situation, I want you to understand that delay is not abandonment. In fact, some of the greatest testimonies in scripture came after a long period of waiting. The truth is that the longer the process, the greater the testimony often becomes. We see this clearly in the book of John chapter 11, when Jesus received the news that Lazarus was sick. He did not immediately travel to Bethany. Instead, Jesus deliberately waited. To everyone watching, it seemed as though Jesus, had arrived too late. By the time Jesus reached Bethany, Lazarus had already died and has been buried for several days. His family, was grieving, his friends were mourning, and every visible sign suggested that the situation